Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. It is with great joy, that I return here. When we try to teach, we try to show you the right path, and even if it takes a while, we see that you begin to be aware of what we are talking about. It is a reason for great joy, it is a reason for ecstasy for each of us. Every conscious thought about a shadow, an obstacle, a way of being for each of you, is a huge step in the right direction. This is because we realize that our teachings are being able to make them see the correct way to behave, to think, to act in relation to an obstacle, to a point that needs to be cleaned within their soul or mind. The previous week of this walk was the turnaround week. It was the week of tidying, cleaning, exposing, bringing to light, everything that you still refuse to see, everything you understand that leaving alone is better. But now nothing is quiet anymore, everything has been disturbed. Cleaning was a help we gave to make the mess less. We cleaned everything that was just memories, files, sources of feedback, or as you would say, sources of wisdom from situations already experienced. But none of that works anymore. An action taken in the past will never be the same as an action to be taken now. Never. So lived experiences, lived traumas, were cleansed. Now, those parts that you didn't even remember or were refusing to see, are there personified in some way, in front of you. So, I would say that from today until the 7th day of this stage of consciousness, be very attentive and, above all, be careful with what you emanate. Shadows don't just step forward, they attack you. So let's explain a little more what these shadows are. In a very simple way, they are energies generated by behaviors, actions, thoughts, words, generated against someone or something. This energy often takes over your character, your way of being, and you constantly repeat it without even realizing it. Because they are so ingrained in your minds that you don't realize they are shadows and they continue to produce negative effects over time. But there are also other shadows, results from the same sources, but which are kept, forgotten, almost buried, so that they do not need to be treated or thought about. These are the most dangerous, because when they come back to the surface, they are usually radical life changes. They are those changes that you insist on not making, out of fear, laziness, thinking only about others, for various reasons. And to remedy this type of shadow, many efforts and severe changes in their lives are necessary. The others, the behavioral ones, I would say, not that they are easy, but you are aware that you can change. It is up to each person to choose whether to change or not. So this will be a week of attention, of understanding, so that you can address each point that appears. And we will be around each one of you, ready to help, at a request for help, so that you can resolve each of them. Ask for our help and we will guide you. Don't forget to look straight ahead at the points you found on the road with Kuthumi. I would say that there are those points that are most difficult to correct and mainly, they only concern you. There's no one around. Shadows that surround other people will appear throughout the week. So be ready to change your consciousness, to eliminate these habits, to emanate unconditional love. And I say more, at the end of this week, those who succeed, don't believe that you will eliminate everything, because this is a gradual process. But those who manage to have the correct vision of what they need to do, and are at least trying, I guarantee that next week, you will be ready to definitively change each of these points. Everything is very strong and very powerful. So know how to do it. Believe in what you are doing. And at the end of these 21 days, at least some will no longer recognize themselves, such is the change, such is the growth of unconditional love in their hearts. But those who do not achieve this goal, do not worry, other activities will come forward, which will continue to help everyone reach this peak. Each one in their own time, each in their own way. But be sure from now on, it will be a sequence of actions so that you can effectively learn to live unconditional love.